I can appreciate the physical beauty of a femme, but as of now, the idea of a relationship with one seems nonsensical. Hello and good morning, Skullies. Welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Savonne Pearson. I like to talk about a variety of topics within the LGBT community, especially being a lesbian, and then I'm also super passionate about mental health. Now this week I dedicated to just talking about studs and masculine women. As a part of my Toxic Mental Tuesday series, for my Tuesday upload, I talked about how studs can also take on that toxic masculinity that men have as well. And so today I'm going to basically talk about how dating masculine women / studs or butch women is very different from dating men, because that's a big stereotype that I hear all the time.
Why not just date a man if you like masculine women?
So that just brings me to one of my pet peeves, and that's when people ask me, like, who's the boy in the relationship? Or like I said, why don't you just date a man? I actually got a DM a couple months ago from a lovely Skully, and if you don't know what a Skully is one of my subscribers. All you have to do is subscribe and then hit the notification bell so you know when I post. So she was a late bloomer lesbian, which I am as well. I came out later in life, basically asking the question that is comp-het manifesting in my relationships with women, because I was always told, society has told me, everyone has told me that I am attracted to or should be attracted to men. So she's thinking, is she manifesting that while she's dating a masculine woman? Is she trying to emulate having a man? So I thought this would be a really good conversation to read out to you guys, because I know a lot of you guys might feel the same. That is something that I pondered a little bit when I was reading the Masterdoc and when I was coming out. So if you ever have any questions for me, or if you have any topics that you want me to discuss, go ahead and follow me on Instagram at SapimiJ. Get in my DMs, message me, tell me what you want to hear. I'm all about getting new suggestions. So let's get into the message. She says, "Hi, love your YouTube and the Masterdoc series. Thanks, girl. I don't think you understand the gravity of the impact of the dialogues you have on your channel." I really don't, but getting the messages from you and you guys telling me these things, that like, it really makes me feel a lot less alone. It makes me feel like I'm really like teaching someone something or helping someone out in a sense. Anyways, I am a newly out lesbian. Congratulations. As far as labels, I am a femme lesbian, but I tend to invalidate my attraction to women because I am primarily attracted for the idea of a relationship, or of the idea of a relationship with a more masc presenting woman that are, of course, in touch with their femininity. I agree, but I'll get into that a little bit later. I appreciate the nuance and balance of both the masculine and feminine energies in one entity. I also tend to like more dominant partners to balance me out, but I wonder if I am holding on to heteronormative ideas because I can appreciate the physical beauty of a femme, but as of now, the idea of a relationship with one seems nonsensical. I'm fairly new to all of this, but is it internalized homophobia holding on to the norms, or is it just a preference? Fairly new to all of this. Thanks again for your content. Honestly, after I got this message, I read it and it kind of made me realize, like, oh my goodness, I kind of had that same type of worry in the back of my mind as well. So I'm going to read you guys my response, and then I want you to comment down below your thoughts. So I said, honestly, I'm in the same boat. Wow, that's exactly how I was feeling as well. However, I am more so presenting as femme. I don't know, guys. Like, I guess I'm what you would call like a hard femme. I know I sound feminine and everything, but just in the way I dress, like I'm pretty tomboyish. So I feel like I more so identify in the hard femme realm if you had to put me in something. Oh, wow. So I answered this question when I was in a relationship. So I said this is relevant because my girlfriend is also masc presenting, but even more than me, boy clothing, etc. But she is still in touch with her feminine side with me, just like you said. That is what I'm attracted to, and that's my preference as well. So essentially I was trying to let her know that, you know, this is something that I really enjoy too. I said femmes to me are pretty, but also like it's an odd thought for me to like be with them. And I'm not saying that I won't ever in life date a femme. I don't know, it's just the thought of being with someone more feminine than me is kind of odd, but also like they were the ones that I had crushes on growing up. So it's really weird. I don't know. It's something I haven't really explored as much, but I know I do have this preference, this attraction to masculine presenting women. I said, I agree. I appreciate that nuance too. That was beautifully put, by the way, because it was. I love that about myself, essentially saying that I have that kind of masculine energy, and then I have a feminine energy, and I like when there's like sort of a balance between the two where we can switch roles, you know? And to me, that on another woman is so attractive. In the same way, I too like a more dominant partner, but I also appreciate the balance. So I feel like we can be dominant in different ways. And again, like I said, I like the role switching. So essentially, I say all this to give you more an example of what that can look like, and that is as completely normal as to have a preference for masculine women. She said this makes you feel so much better, like my brain was scrambling trying to fit in this gay world. And I can completely relate to that. Just as a late bloomer, it's hard trying to navigate your gayness. And honestly, you know, I came out, I had one partner, and I haven't really been in huge queer spaces. And that's something that I look forward to doing as I grow older. But yeah, I felt so disconnected from the gay world in general. Like I didn't feel like I truly belonged. And that's another reason why I made this YouTube channel, so I can feel more a part of a community. I felt this because this was my preference, that I had to keep up my femininity by wearing makeup more and getting my nails done, even though I'm somewhat of a tomboy myself. Yeah, I felt like I was like that a lot when I was a little girl. Like I would think like my hands are too big, I'm taller than the other girls, even though I'm not that tall now. But I always felt somehow bigger than the other women, and it somehow like made me less feminine, and it was like I had something to prove about being super feminine. So I tried to wear the weaves and the nails, but now I'm kind of embracing like that's not me. But all that made me feel uncomfortable and not myself, and literally too often I feel as though your work is speaking to me, is for me, and that makes me feel so good. So she went on to say that she's working on coming out to her family, and that my work is kind of helping her kind of come up with the language and the ways to talk about these things. So that makes me really happy. Thank you so much for sending in your message. I told you how grateful I was, and also thank you for giving me permission to use this in a video. So yeah, that's all I have to say on this topic. No, being with masculine women or wanting to be with masculine women, having a preference for masculine women is not bad, and it doesn't mean that you subconsciously want a man. It's different. We all know it's different. It's still like when you take off the clothes at the end of the day, still a woman. The mindset's still of a woman. They experience the same things that us femmes do. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Have you ever felt this way about dating masculine women? Do you have a preference for femmes, for masculine women? How do you feel about preferences as a whole? Make sure you like this video and please subscribe to support your girl, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.